Today, we remember the life of Kwame Nkrumah, the visionary leader who led Ghana to freedom from British colonial rule in 1957 and dreamed of a united Africa.
Our independence is meaningless unless it links up the total liberation of the African continent. Now I want you all, those who have hats on, to take off your hats and let the band play our national anthem.
His message of freedom, genuine independence, and Pan-African unity spread throughout the continent during the post-colonial era and continues to inspire people today. He survived 5 assassination attempts and was later removed from office in a military coup in 1966. Yet when Nkrumah passed away in 1972, he left behind a powerful legacy of development, influential writings, and a vision that still motivates generations. Born in 1909 to a goldsmith and trader, Nkrumah studied at Achimota School, where he once considered becoming a priest. As he matured, however, politics became his true calling. He later traveled to the United States, where he studied at Lincoln University and the University of Pennsylvania. During these years, he immersed himself in political ideas and became deeply involved in Pan-African movements. In 1945, he moved to the United Kingdom, where he helped organize the historic 5th Pan-African Congress in Manchester. Shortly afterward, he returned to the Gold Coast to serve as General Secretary of the United Gold Coast Convention. After disagreements within the party, he founded the Convention People's Party in 1949.
At Accra, a huge crowd cheers as Kwame Nkrumah leaves James Fort Prison, freed by the governor as an act of grace, on the eve of the inauguration
committed
of
to
the new
immediate
constitution.
self-government. Through strikes, boycotts, and peaceful resistance known as positive action, Nkrumah challenged colonial rule. Although he was imprisoned, his popularity only increased. In 1951, he won election from prison.
In the recent elections, the communist-inspired Convention People's Party secured 34 out of 38 seats. The party's policy is self-government now. Already they demand all 8
was
seats
released
open to
and
Africans
became
in the cabinet.
leader of government business. By 1952, he rose to become prime minister. Then came a defining moment. On March 6, 1957, Ghana gained independence, becoming the first sub-Saharan African nation to break free from colonial rule. Nkrumah famously declared that Ghana's independence was meaningless unless it was connected to the total liberation of Africa.
Our independence is meaningless unless it links up the total liberation of the African continent.
As leader, he introduced free education, expanded healthcare, promoted industrialization, and launched major infrastructure projects such as the Akosombo Dam. He also established the Ghana Atomic Energy Commission and laid the foundation for nuclear development, believing energy was essential to true independence. On the international stage, he championed African unity and became one of the founding fathers of the Organization of African Unity in 1963, now known as the African Union. His dream was an Africa united in political and economic strength. However, his government also faced criticism. Economic challenges, rising debt, shortages, and increasing opposition weakened his administration. In February 1966, while abroad on a peace mission, he was overthrown in a military coup. He later lived in exile in Guinea, where he remained until his death in 1972. Yet, decades later, his name still resonates across Africa. As many continue to say, Nkrumah never dies.